All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Archakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also will well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson. All right, going into, hey, man, what happened to well, I don't want to say it. All right, my page might get flagged, but the monkeypox. All right, what happened to it? All of a sudden, nobody's speaking about it no more. All right, because that agenda fell flat. All right, but now we're in a time where Esau Edom, he's getting ready to roll out. All right, something different. All right, because Esau Edom, he sticks with the same plan. All right, roll something out. All right, you had SARS, you had all these different things, but now we're getting to the time where he's finna roll out something more exponential, something more menacing, something that's actually going to be, taking people out, some sort of like a flesh-eating, pestilence, just like in these different movies and stuff. All right, you got Resident Evil. All right, and in all these different movies, whatever virus it was always created in a lab. All right. Why? Because these movies are based off reality. OK, so we're in a time where this devil, he's getting ready to release something to the public. All right. But it's all the hand of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. To punish the wicked of the earth. And the Lord is using the wicked to do it. All right. Esau Edom. OK, and none of these plagues is going to come near the elect. So this is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. All right. And that's the characteristics of a prophet, which, we're in that stead. OK, speaking of, the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone on down. OK. That hold the testimony of Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. All right, we're in the stead and we're prophesying against great countries, the main one being Babylon the Great, America. All right, of war, which World War III is brewing up. OK, and of evil, which we're approaching those evil times, the times of Jacob's trouble, the collapsing of the global infrastructure. OK. Via, the food chain. All right. The American dollar. OK, it says, and of pestilence. All right. So there's going to be grievous pestilences in these end times. And we haven't seen nothing yet. OK, we haven't seen anything when it comes to these pestilences, which there's going to be, more. All right. There's literally going to be zombies. All right. The Lord didn't have these movies being made for no reason. OK, these movies were made because the Lord put the spirit on Esau, because this devil, he knows, all right, what he's capable of. All right. This devil, they ran through lab tests. All right. And things of that nature. All right. These devils, they know what they have and they're getting ready to release these things. All right. Because Esau Edom thinks, he's releasing it to fulfill his will, all right, as far as the Depop agenda going into the NWO, all right, but really it's fulfilling the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, so let me get it's in the book of Revelations. This is Revelation chapter 6 and 4, and there went out another horse, which that just a horse, represents power. That was red. OK, and we know Esau Edom is that red horse. OK, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. So the Lord gave this devil, the ability to come up with these different, biochemical weapons. OK, as well as, the Lord gave Esau Edom the power, to be, in a rulership seat in the earth. OK, and the Lord put him there to take peace from the earth. All right. To be an example, of how the wicked will be ruling. Okay. It says, in that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And when you go all the way back to Esau and Jacob, our Esau was blessed with the sword. It says, with the sword shall Esau live. All right. So this man, he's all about death and destruction. Okay. And, he weaponizes everything, man. Okay. So this man, he's finna release some shit. Okay. And we're in that time where we're going to see things, we've seen an example in how this devil works. All right. But he's finna turn it up a notch because he knows that his time is running out. OK, his rulership is beginning to slip from his hands. All right. Now he's going to resort to the extreme measures. All right. But when you read Psalms 91 is for the saints. All right. It's for the 1/3. For the elect. Okay. Psalms 91, and I'm going to start at 5 just to get to the point. Well, 4. It says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, going into the Lord Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, is going to command the angels, all right, to protect the elect in these days. And under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Yeah, the truth. All right, Isaiah 33:6. All right, wisdom and knowledge is what's going to keep us stable. So when these things happen to the world, it's going to seem, like there's no hope. And it's even going to look like there's no hope. All right, but the scriptures also say the just shall live by faith and not by sight. All right, so the words of Yahweh Shema Shai is what's going to shield us in that day. Verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, going into the missiles. Verse 6, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So the pestilences, okay? And whatever Esau's getting ready to release, best believe this devil, he wants to take out as many people as possible. It's going to be worse than the Black Plague or the bubonic plague, okay? Because when you read on verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. All right. Speaking of the elect. So in the midst, of this, Esau, he's going to put all, the work on this one pestilence that he finna release. It's going to be airborne. It's going to be the most contagious. All right. But the elect is going to be in the midst of all this without being touched, okay, without being harmed. Verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So the Lord is going to have it to where, brothers are not, and their families and sisters are not going to ingest these different plagues, because really the Lord is orchestrating, where these plagues is going. OK, and, those that get sick. All right. That was really, because they're not protected by the Lord. Now, there is cases where there's going to be believers in this truth that will get sick. All right. But that's just set up in the spirit for spiritual power, for the Lord to show forth his power, because in this time, there's going to be a lot of healing going on. All right. By the men of the Lord. All right. Through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So certain believers in Yahweh Shema Shai are going to be sick, but then they're going to be healed. And it's going to be all to the glory of Yahweh Shema Shai. OK. So, that's exciting. And it's a trial of faith, too, because us brothers could get sick. All right. But we have to keep the faith in Yahweh Shema Shai and know that the Lord, could heal any disease. OK, that's where that faith come in, because this devil, he's going to be right there with the yabber jabber do, as well as the MOT to the B. All right. But that's going to be, that's going to be a false sense of security right there. All right. That's going to lead to death. All right. That's the only way we're going to be truly, free. And the only way we're truly going to be healed is through Yahweh Shema Shai, the physician, man. All right. Let me get another precept. This is Matthew chapter 10 and 8, because the Lord is getting ready to send out men that are going to help the believers. The men is going to have spiritual power. Matthew 10 and 7. And as ye go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. And the fact that, we're entering into the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. Hey, we got to preach even more that the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. Verse 8, heal the sick. All right. So that's what's going to be taking place. The sick is going to be healed. All right. And first it's starting spiritually with this truth. All right. But it's going to manifest in a physical sense. Cleanse the lepers, which that's going to be taking place. Raise the dead. That's going to be taking place as well. All right. Cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. All right. And this truth is free. The Lord, has this word, readily accessible, but it's only going to be of value to those that hear it and is mixed with faith, that believe upon Yahweh Shema Shai. Because when you go into the scriptures, there was a woman that had an issue with blood. It was some sort of a disease. All right. And what did Yahweh Shai said when he healed her? He said, thy faith hath made thee whole. All right. So the only thing that's going to preserve us in these times is faith, no matter what happens to us. OK, no matter what the situation may look like. All right. And Esau, when they roll out this major pestilence, best believe they're going to have the hazmat suits. All right. There's going to be military and hazmat suits, and there's going to be FEMA camps in every city. It show you that in the video game Prototype. All right. Where it was pretty much martial law. The military was riding around, and then they had medical, martial law concentration camps. But in that time, the main character, he was a Jake, and he was the one that had power, So we're entering into these times now. So, we just got to keep the faith, and the Lord, is going to make a way out of no way. All right. The Lord is the one that's actually bringing the judgments. OK. Let me get another precept and I'll close it out. It's Habakkuk 2 and 4. All right. Well, I'm going to start at, Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. And that's speaking of the so-called white man. All right. He's the only one that's doing this maniacal shit in the earth, man. In a lab, genetically modifying. All right. His idea of the Depop agenda. All right. This man is not right. OK. All right. He's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. There's a reason why, all around the world in every country, people are saying that the so-called white man is the devil. There's a reason why that's always being mentioned. All right. In third world countries, all around the world, people are saying that the so-called white man is the devil because he is. OK. But the scriptures continue on to say, it says, but the just shall live by his faith. So that's how we're going to live. All right. And faith is not anything that you can see or feel. All right. It's something supernatural. And it's a gift by Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So with that being said, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai by Shema Kakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also were well. Peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba.